Hello! I never know how to start vlogs, but that's how I'm starting this one. Hello! First of all, I want to show you my guitar. Check it. Check it. Look, it's beautiful. This was the guitar that was gifted to me by Mark, and I finally got it repaired. And it's so nice now. It was actually, when I brought it in, he said, this is what we refer to as a Cadillac, which basically means they had to gut it and fix all the parts. So the strings, there was acoustic strings on instead of electric strings, which that was a problem. And then the pegs, he had to replace all the tuning pegs because they were shit. And then he had to fix this because it was like wobbling and falling off. It was a mess. And unfortunately you can tell that I've been playing because there's a bunch of scratch marks from my pick on my black pick right here. And I was looking at it, I was like, where did that come from? That hasn't been there this whole time. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to fix that. It might be just covered in scratches forever, which kind of sucks because I'm scratching over Jack's signature. Sorry. I feel really bad because I didn't get a story time in or a music time in at the end of the last comment time video. I totally forgot about it. So I'll have a little bit of a music time at the end of this. Not too much because otherwise the copyright gods will strike me down, but you know. I actually went on a huge rant before this, but I'm inserting this into the beginning of the video. This is going to be a vlog about me talking about what I've figured out with my experiences of this past week about myself. We're just gonna have a chat. So you may have noticed this past week I actually ended up recording and uploading every other day as opposed to every day, just because I needed a break to get my shit in order, basically, get all of my stuff figured out, and I've just been so busy and I needed to basically sort of get my life together, so to speak. And I actually kind of, it's been very enlightening for me because I've always been very low energy. When I was younger, I used to think like there was something wrong with me. And especially when I first started doing the once a day schedule, and I would get tired after like recording one video for like an hour or a half an hour or something, and I would always think, like, wow, what am I, like a lazy piece of shit that I get tired after one video? But I'm starting to realize that that's just kind of how I am. When I was younger in high school and everything, I'd come home from school and I'd take a nap and I'd like just hang out and just literally just chill for the rest of the day, and do my homework at night. And that's how I've always been. I don't know if there's like tiers of people, like low energy, middle energy, high energy. I don't know if that's actually a thing. I would definitely be on the lower end. Like a good day for me could be like I'll strum on my guitar a bit and then I'll read a book and then like do a crossword puzzle or something. Like that's a good day for me. A good example of someone higher energy that you probably all know would be Jacksepticeye. He's like off the walls, pew pew pew. Like if he's not being productive every moment of the day, it is not a day well spent. Whereas me, like if I can be productive, but only for a certain amount of time, and then I just get tired. When I was trying to do the one-a-day schedule, and I was I don't know, let me flail a little bit more. And I was doing the videos at night because I wanted to record at night and then edit that night and then upload the next day. I found that every time I would go to record, I'd be tired, I'd be like so sleepy, and I'd be so afraid that it would be evident in my videos. The thing is that when I do my videos versus how I am in real life are totally different, because when I make videos, I'm very outgoing and very energetic, and I basically throw all of my energy into videos. And then afterwards, I'm like, oh, I'm tired. Like, I need a nap. Which isn't to say that I'm like acting fake or anything, because it's still me, and it's still, it's a part of me. It's just all of my energy is going into that one medium. And versus in real life, I'm much more, I'm low-key. I'm very, very low-key in general in life. I don't speak a lot. I don't, even with friends, like I usually observe more than I speak. And I do have more energy with friends. It depends on who I'm with, if I can bounce off of them. But most of the time when I talk, I'm just like looking to entertain people. Like I'll make a joke every time I talk, basically. Anytime I speak, it's like I have a reason for speaking. And even if that reason is just to make a joke, to make people like me. Basically what I'm babbling about, what I'm trying to get at, I basically just have realized that I'm not a lazy piece of shit. Like, I'm just, this is just how I am. This is how I am energy-wise. And I've found throughout this whole week when I've had this time, this every other day, that I'm not working on YouTube, that I'm just, like, I actually am getting things done. Because whereas with YouTube, like, when I did every single day, before, I would just be, you know, tired afterwards. So even, like, if I had laundry to do, I'd be like, can I just lay here? I'm just gonna lay here instead. I'm happier in general, like, because I'm able to do more things in my spare time, and I'm actually able to, like, be active outside of YouTube, which I feel like that was where I was stuck before, was I was entirely active in YouTube with the high energy of the videos, and I wasn't applying any of that energy into my actual, like, activities that I needed to do. And it's kind of, that's a hard thing to juggle, doing the high energy of YouTube and also, you know, putting that energy towards other things that I need to do in my life, like, you know, stuff with the job, stuff with the apartment, things like I gotta go to the DMV, still haven't done that. I was supposed to go to the DMV ages ago because they screwed up and they never manufactured my license, so I have to do that this week. I need to stop doing this. I always do this in my vlogs. Why do I jut my chin out? That's how I talk to you guys. No, okay, we're gonna sit back and relax. There we go. I'll probably still jut my chin, but it won't look so stupid. So I actually ended up going with my mom to a Beatles fest the day before yesterday, and just, you know, just hanging out, having a good time. I got some posters. Oh, I'll show you my posters. I put them on Instagram too, but I had like a genuine good time for like the whole day. I didn't have to, you know, worry about, oh, I gotta get the stuff up, I gotta do this, that with YouTube, which is not to say that I don't like doing YouTube and I don't like doing everything that involves it, but it's just that it was nice to have something else happen in my life that wasn't strictly YouTube. And that's why it's so difficult for me to kind of keep a schedule, because I'm like, oh yeah, okay, I'm gonna record 2 videos today, and then I'm gonna record a video tomorrow, and then a video the next day, and then I'll be, you know, totally wicked on top of things. But the fact of the matter is, I get to that point of 2 videos, and I am exhausted after recording 2 videos, just 2 videos. The other day I did Influx and I did Undertale, and I was ready to just fall asleep, because that's just how I am. I just don't have energy. It's weird. It's not like it's a problem, like, you know, I can't get out of bed. It's just that I have a finite amount of energy. It depletes pretty quickly, and it depletes in social situations especially, where I just can't talk to people for too long, if they're not friends of mine at least. When my parents have friends over and I just get tired, I just want to, I was sitting there one day and I was sitting with my parents' friends and they were talking, and I felt like I was gonna pass out. I'm serious, like I felt like I was gonna fall asleep in my chair. It was weird. So it's just a thing with me. But anyways, as I was trying to say, with the schedule, it's hard for me to kind of get ahead of schedule because I end up just getting too tired and I have to do it the next day. I keep having to put things off because I don't have the energy. And that sucks. Because especially if you're trying to do YouTube like every day. But I'm finding that out about myself, and that's the point that I'm trying to put across, is I'm realizing who I am as a person, basically, in my energy levels, my limits. I'm learning my limits. That's especially important, is I'm learning what I can do, what I can't do, all through experimentation. And I'm sorry that you guys are kind of along for the ride for the experimentation, because it's like, well, shit, is she actually gonna upload today like she said she would? And I don't want to be flaky, and I hate that I am inconsistent sometimes, but it's really just me trying to figure myself out and figure out what I can and can't do. Like I said, it's not like I don't like YouTube, and this is not, don't think of this as like I'm quitting YouTube. That's sort of a video. I'm sorry if you think that. Don't worry, I'm still gonna do YouTube. It's a learning process. I'm learning about myself, I'm learning about what I can do, like I said, and I'm learning what's the best schedule for me to do YouTube, what's the healthiest thing for me. That's important. That's the most important thing that I wanted to touch upon, is this year is all about my health. Whereas last year I just wanted to I was rebounding from a really bad relationship. That whole year was kind of, I need to find myself again because I don't know who I am, that sort of thing. But now that that's kind of aside, and I figured out basically who I am, there's still some things, like I said, that I'm learning. Now it's just about my health. I just need to make sure that I'm healthy as possible. And not so much exercise because, like I said, I'm tired. Like a lot. They should put that as my description. Just, I'm tired. I don't have necessarily a lot of energy. I have been dancing lately, which is nice. I used to dance when I was younger, when I was about 16, and actually I hurt myself the other day because I tried to do a move and I really hurt my legs and they're still sore, and it hurts when I sit down and it hurts when I stand up. I'm getting old and I lost my entire train of thought because I was thinking about my poor legs. Okay, so health, that's what I was talking about. Health, yes. So my health is really, really important to me. And mental health, physical health, emotional health, all the above. I'm kind of focusing on what would make me happiest all the time. Like what kind of a schedule would make it so that I'm able to enjoy the things that I do. So I kind of just want to get back to that a little bit. I'm still going to be doing YouTube, don't worry. But I think what I'm trying to get at is I kind of want to bounce off with you guys the idea of maybe, at least for a while, just to experiment. Like I said, we're all experimenting here. Just to experiment with it. If I continued the every other day schedule for uploads, just to see if it improves my quality of life, basically, if it improves the actual, you know, the quality of my videos, because I feel like if I'm doing it every day and I'm tired every day, then that's gonna reflect on my videos and it's just gonna make the output really not as desirable as it could be. Whereas if I'm doing every other day, then I have more energy to put towards those videos, and then I would assume that there would be better videos coming out of it. I feel like this past week was not very indicative of what could be, because I was super stressed this past week, like really bad, just because of the job. I still haven't heard back from the job. The interview went really well, by the way. Thank you to everyone who keeps asking, but the job just is not getting back to me and I'm freaking out. Or I have been freaking out because I had everything planned out for this. It was like, everything's riding on this. If I don't get this, then I'm fucked. Which is still true, but we'll see. So anyways, the point I'm making is I feel like this week is not so good for figuring out if this would be a good change, a good positive change, but I'm already, like, at the end of the week I was already feeling pretty damn good because, you know, I got to go to the Beatles Fest and I got to mess with my guitar, and that's just, I missed that. I missed just strumming my guitar for hours, just playing songs and covers for hours, because that's something I always used to do. So it's a matter of finding the balance in my life, because I love YouTube. Don't get me wrong, I love YouTube. But too much of a good thing does turn into a bad thing. Can turn into a bad thing, and in my case, too much of a good thing turns into I'm not able to produce as good of content as I could be producing. And there was a video that some of you may have known about because I posted about it on social media, but there was a video that I recorded maybe a week ago, and it was just awful. I was tired going into it. I was just like, it's glazed look, like I was a mess. And I just scrapped it. I scrapped the whole thing. I didn't even export it. I went and I edited it, and I realized, like, even 30 seconds into it or a minute into it, I was like, this is gonna be the shittiest video. And I was right. I went through the whole thing. I edited the entire thing. It was probably 25 minutes, and it was like the worst video I've made since a long time. It's been a long time since I did that bad of a video. Like, my commentary was terrible. It's just, it wasn't insightful at all. It was awful. It was just awful. Like, there's relaxed, right? And then there's, like, a talking corpse. And I feel like I was a talking corpse. Like, it was not entertaining at all. It was terrible. It was awful. Just, I will admit it was awful, and that's why I didn't put it up on the channel. I was like, this is the worst thing I've ever done in a long time, and like, this does not deserve to be seen by human eyes. So, I'm learning my limits. I'm learning what's good and what's bad. I'm learning what I can improve upon, what I can do to improve my overall quality of life and of YouTube videos, and I'm learning, you know, when I suck. and that's okay. We all suck sometimes, but I'm learning when I'm shitty. When I'm not able to do something necessarily well in one particular area of my life, and that's okay. So for me, I can't really, I do one a day, even 2 a day. God, I can't imagine 2 videos a day. Just, I applaud the people who have the energy to do that, but I can't do that. And 1 a day might even be too much. We'll see. I don't want to sacrifice quality for quantity. So that's why I'm looking into every other day. Because I feel like that'll be better overall for the channel. It's not like I'm trying to be selfish and like I don't like doing it or anything. I'm not just, I mean, I do need to take time for me. Everyone has to be selfish a little bit. Everybody has to take time for themselves. It's very important because you gotta keep up your health. But I think it's important to know yourself, and that's what I'm trying to do right now, is to know myself. And to be able to give you guys, good entertaining videos, and not just pumping them out because I have to, because I feel like it's a priority to do videos over other things in my life, because it should be a balance, it should be a balance. And if you're like, your whole life is YouTube, that's okay. If that's what makes you happy and that's what gives you the most joy, then awesome. But for me, I need a balance. I need to be able to do things like, play guitar, read a book, just anything really. And I just need to take that time to get my energy levels back up, because I really need, I sleep a lot. I don't know if you guys know that, but I sleep like 9 hours at least every night. Whereas, I think for adults my age, around 22, the recommended is like 8 max, maybe. But I sleep at least 9. Sometimes it's 10, sometimes it's 11 if I'm especially tired. And that's just how I am. I don't feel refreshed otherwise. I'm just a relaxed, low energy person. That's just who I have found myself out to be. But this week's been really good for me. Really beneficial, because I've learned a lot in a very short amount of time. And I kind of, I'm finding like passions and stuff, and that's really exciting. Like I was, not to say like the Beatles is my passion now, but I actually I really am starting to get into the Beatles, which I didn't really understand in like high school. There was this classmate of mine who was super he was like obsessed with the Beatles, and I never understood it, but now I'm starting to kind of get into it, and I'm learning like Beatles songs on the guitar and everything, and it's just always nice to find something that really puts a creative spark in you and sort of gets you really excited. Oh, I should mention that like the reason why I'm able to do high energy videos is because I'm always excited about the games that I play. So that's why if I'm like not interested, then it's really evident, which is what happened with that one video where I was just tired and like a zombie. Because the game was like okay, but it wasn't enough to kind of grab me, and that became really evident really quick. I was done by the end of that game. It's just a matter of like excitement, because if I'm with friends I can get really excited about stuff and like my energy goes whew. So it's just a matter of finding something that really sets off a spark in you. It's good to take time for yourself and kind of realize new exciting things that you're interested in, and for me that's happening with, I've never owned an electric before. But I'm finding that electric guitar is really fun and really cool to especially see electric guitar in person at this Beatles Fest, this concert that I just went to, and it just, it was really cool. It was really cool. Let me show you my posters because I'm really excited about it. And I'm sorry that this is just a rambly vlog. It's really just, I'm just bouncing things off with you guys, although I wish that it was actually like a public platform. I really want to know like opinions and stuff, and I don't just want to be talking into the void. But anyways, I showed you my guitar, but I will show you my posters that I got for, well,
my mom was nice enough to buy them for me.
It was only $10 for all of them. Yeah. So first of all, I really like I said, I like vintage stuff, and I really like the old Batman just because it's so campy. So, and I was really excited because this is Batman, but it's in Japanese, and I can speak some Japanese. But yeah, it's really cool, and I thought it was awesome. And then the sultry, Miss Jessica Rabbit, because I always liked her. I always liked her. in the movie Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I thought she was cool. I thought it was cool that she, like, you know, I'm not bad, I'm just drawn that way, where she's like, I may look like I'm a bimbo, but I'm actually smart and I like funny guys, and it's not my fault I look this way. I swear I'm intelligent. So, except more articulate than that. I swear I'm intelligent. And then there's Futurama. Ta-da. Which I just realized Amy's in here. I didn't notice before that Amy was in the shoot. No, the other guys aren't in here. Like, Zoidbird's not in here. But at least it's got, you know, it's got Fry and Bender and Leela. So I thought that was really cool. And then this was the only Star Trek Next Generation poster that they had in the whole place. It was they all had original series for Star Trek. So he doesn't even have his visor. This is later in the thing. It's later. It's not early Star Trek Next Generation, but you know, it's got the Borg and everything. So I thought it was really cool. But you can tell because they all look old. You can especially tell with Riker. He's old. He's an old man. So that's all. That's all my posters. Yay! I don't know what Awesome Con is, but here's some free advertisement, Awesome Con. I don't know how I'm gonna break up this vlog because I just looked at my waveform and I've been talking for half an hour. So, you may see like bits and pieces of the rant, not the full thing, because I probably repeated myself a lot. But, I mean, I just wanted to, you know, have another one of these let's chat sort of things. I do like talking to you guys. And I'm just kind of letting you know what's going on with my life and everything, and how things are going for me. Especially if no one really knew why I was uploading every other day the past week. It was really just to kind of get my shit together. But now I'm finding that it may be more beneficial. Like I said, I think it is important to kind of find yourself and know your boundaries, know your limits, know exactly what you can and cannot do, know how much energy you have, and how much can be, how much is expended on certain activities, and then how much you have left over, and kind of balancing, finding a balance. So let me know, let me know what you guys think about the whole, you know, every other day uploading thing, because I want to at least try it again for this week, just to see where it goes, because I'm trying to let go of the stress of the potential job, basically telling myself I didn't get it so that I won't be disappointed if I don't. And so that I can kind of get it out of my mind and move on with my life. So I think it'll be a good learning experience. Basically, it'll be a good learning experience. And now, I'll show you some music that I actually recorded earlier, because I knew that my voice would give out because I'd be talking for ages. Which is another thing, because I don't talk a lot, so my voice has been giving out more and more, especially because I was sick and it's winter and things are weird. So anyways, here's some music. I'm gonna leave it with the music, so I hope you guys have a good day, and I hope that things are good for you. So I'm gonna leave it up here. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye! Ooh, I need your love, babe. Guess you know it's true. Hope you need my love, babe, just like I need you. Hold me, love me, hold me, love me. I ain't got nothing but love, babe. 8 days a week, I love you every day, girl. Always on my mind. One thing I can say, girl, I love you all the time. Hold me, love me, hold me, love me. I ain't got nothing but love, babe. 8 days a week, and it keeps going, blah blah blah. Love you every day you go. You're always on my mind. That's enough.
Okay, bye.